Big as hell, man. Man, they said nigga got bosses and shit, man. So he ain't bullshit this time.
I like red balls, my type, light skin, that's black, hello.
TFN, that's fantastic. Fantastic. TFN, that's fantastic. Fantastic. TFN, that's fantastic. Fantastic. TFN, that's fantastic. Fantastic.
That's good, fantastic.
I like red balls, my type, light skin, that's black, hello.
TFN, that's fantastic. Fantastic. TFN, that's fantastic. Fantastic. TFN, that's fantastic. Fantastic. TFN, that's fantastic. Fantastic.
That's good, fantastic.
What up? What up? What up? Y'all know the deal, man. Like and share, like and share, like and share. So we get this thing out everywhere. If there's anywhere in the world it could be, but just hope you right here with me to be a BGOG. And I appreciate y'all pull up on me, man. What's going on? Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Shout out to man. Community anthropology, bro. Starting it off right, brother. Greatly appreciate you, man. For the 5. Salute to you too, man. Hey, shout out to you, man. Glad everything's good. Shout out to all my people in Texas, man, Houston especially. Shout out to Hamp. Shout out to everybody that's out there, man. Hope y'all doing well. Hope everything is good. Hope everybody's safe. And if you got any damage, make them motherfucking insurance people pay you, goddamn. Insurance is one of the biggest scams ever. Go your whole life, don't never have a motherfucking accident. You don't get none of that money back. Just wasted money. Terrible. You only get money when some shit happens. You might damn near see Uncle Charles. I think they say what power was off. I don't know how long, and 2 people died. Man, 2 people heard the music, but they moved fast enough. Boom, 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 boom. Prayers to them and their family, man. Hey, you know what I'm saying? A loss is always the thing, but hey, we all got to go someday. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's get to it, man. So, Shout out to Fatty. For y'all that don't know, I haven't been advertising it, but I'll share it. I'll make a post after this, and I'll make the thumbnail and stuff I want to do for it because I'll be pretty much co-streaming the debate I'm having tomorrow with Slow Shiesty. You know, the dude around here that ain't never lined up his mustache. You know what I mean? His shit coming all out his nose, but ain't nothing lined up. He got a shiesty mask on in the summertime, look like a trench coat. And the brother, you know, he's on the pander, he's on the pander circuit, gaining a following, pretty much trying to make his YouTube debut via his cousin or whatever that dude is to him. But yeah, man. So easy work tomorrow, Slaughterhouse. Show up and show out. Hey man, and we go just, what I'm saying, move on as we usually do. And shout out to Fatty for putting it together. Anyway, man, let's get to it. So with that being said, earlier today I was on another content creators page, panel, whatnot, what have you. And listen, man, I'm telling you this shit right now. All right. Y'all are this bounty shit. That's what I say. Listen, if I don't fuck with you, bro, and I get fucking took down, you gotta worry with me coming back. That's how it's gonna roll from here on out. You better motherfucking use them bounties wisely. And a lot of y'all motherfuckers, man, where again, your whole show is predicated upon the people that show up. All right, your whole show or the majority of your show is predicated upon, the panel, the this, the that. Like, y'all, look, bro, y'all cut too many corners in this shit. And I don't even like doing this, but this is why y'all having the arguments and shit y'all having now on the other side. Post 2021 YouTube. Post 2021 YouTube, bro. Y'all ain't putting no work. Y'all ain't putting no pain. Y'all ain't did it, man. And again, this ain't me telling you, I'm just telling you for real, right? The shit you get into it, and this bounty shit work for now. But if niggas start treating this bounty shit right, y'all stop that shit, especially again if you dependent upon other people, because you losing way more money long term if motherfuckers just stop showing up to your shit when you let some puss ass motherfucker, bro, dictate your fucking channel. That's really what the bounty shit is. Now I understand the money is the money, but until you get into some shit where motherfuckers is dropping, and most of y'all not seeing that, man. But at the same time, these will be the same people that call you a grifter. You know what I'm saying? Same motherfuckers call me grifter or be the motherfuckers that, hey, hit the cash app. You're not supporting the show. Support the show. Listen, I don't ever say that shit, man. It's there. Y'all want to support. Y'all do that shit on your own. I don't badger, bug, or demand why you niggas ain't paying me. Never done it. Ever. All right. I said that shit one time jokingly because I was trolling somebody that was fucking going at me one time. And that was clearly jokingly. Okay. But for you motherfuckers, bro, to use that grifter word and tell motherfuckers they in it for the money, when again, y'all motherfuckers got goals and support the show and we need this, we need that. Come on, bro, don't do that. Don't do it, bro. Especially again, like I say, y'all ain't put no pain in for real. But anyway, man. So we having a conversation and pretty much listen, y'all don't even realize what y'all in, and this was frustrating, right? And this is why you're like, whoa, you say the same thing, you say the same thing, you say the same thing. Again, repetition is a mother of skill, man. All right. Would you tell that to a motherfucking professor? Would you tell that to a teacher? Would you tell that to an instructor? Would you tell that to fucking I don't know, the fucking the crossing guard in the morning for the kids? Would you tell that for anybody that again, most shit in life, bro, is repetitive. Your job is repetitive. All right. Your job is repetitive, even if it's just to the point where you got to show up at a certain time every day. That's repetition. And you niggas, man, act like you come to YouTube and now all the rules change. Oh, you need to have something different to talk about every day. And you guys, you just talk about this. You just talk about that. Okay, nigga. And I'm not going to change it. If you don't like it, don't watch me. You already know what I'm going to talk about for the most part, the framework. Now, the topic is going to be different. I'm going to get to that too. The topic is going to be different. But more likely than not, it's going to be some type of current event. It's going to be something that's viral. It's going to be something that people are talking about. Okay? The real world, the majority of people on the internet, which again, the real world is the internet now, nigga. Accept it or not. You ain't got to accept it, but you got to. Okay? Majority of shit that's happening now. Ask these fucking cable companies the power of fucking the internet. Okay. Ask these networks, these cable networks, the power of the motherfucking network. I mean, of the internet. All right. So that's what it's gonna be. You know what I talk about. If you don't like it, don't watch me. Point blank period. Same thing for anybody else. You don't like them, don't watch them. But like I say, man, y'all gotta start thinking. Especially if you are up and coming channel and you really don't. Just saying, man. Hey, you depend on the people. You need to fucking look out for the people. But anyway, hey, you know, all money ain't good money. It is what it is. And y'all, oh nigga, you hate. Bro, I'm not hating, bro. Listen, I'm comfortable. I don't need this YouTube shit. I've been said it or whatever. I appreciate it, but that's why I don't go about it the way I go about it. If you fuck with me, you fuck with me. You gonna do it. You gonna do it. If not, you're not. I'm still gonna put the show on as I always do. And again, ain't none of you motherfuckers putting in more work and not even putting in as much work as I am. Okay, not stand on that. Okay, I'm able to carry this shit on my own and then fucking and go elsewhere and add to it. Everywhere I go, motherfucker. Hey, you know what it is. All right. But either way, man. Another thing too. So topics. Listen, if all of your or 90% of your fucking content, bro, is covering people in this space, all right, what they do and what they talking about, you're stunting your growth. All right. Now I know again, and that's the easy thing to do. But people outside the space is never gonna get to the thing because you're just regurgitating shit that's happened already somewhere else. A lot of y'all motherfuckers can't wait to review Hamp. Y'all, when Lapeef and that shit was going on, all y'all did was review Lapeef, and it started out with fucking Kevin Samuels, the whole Kevin Samuel copy model. Okay, very few motherfuckers survived that shit, man. After he was up out of the game, you gotta expand your shit, bro. You can't just make your content strictly based off of somebody else's content, another content creator. You're gonna suffer. All right. This is motherfucking debate and YouTube 101. You're welcome. And even back going to the point of whatever. Oh, well, this ain't no debate. This ain't no debate. Yes, the fuck it is, bro. Whenever you get different philosophies, different opinions, people from different walks of life, you know what I'm saying? People with differences and think shit different, whether it's fucking religious, non-religious, men versus women, traditional, non-traditional, niggas, black people, whatever, right? Educated lame pookies, all this other shit, bro. When you have two opposing sides and you talk about it, that is a debate. It's not structured. It's not being judged. But amongst the people, you guys are having a discourse to see which motherfucking ideology makes more sense. Welcome to the fucking reality of negativity, especially. But it's not just here. White people are doing it. Hispanic people are doing it. A lot of people, anybody this panel shit, man, it's come together where people are talking about different ideas and topics, even when people agree. Because everybody don't agree. You can have two conservatives that have opposing opinions of too far, not far enough, or not at all, or whatever. Right? Same thing with religion. Right? You have two people that believe in the same doctrine, but they have a different understanding, a different interpretation. That's a debate because you're talking about it and you're trying to figure out and mine out what makes more sense. Now, like I said, even when Kevin Samuels was doing it, right? Everybody know what Kevin Samuels' point was. High value man. You women are fucking asking for shit you don't deserve. And what would the women do? They showed up. Trying to prove him wrong. It don't matter. I'm 40. I'm still high value. I'm still good. I can get me a 25-year-old millionaire man that wants me and gonna take care of me and my two kids. And I ain't never been married. It's possible, but it's highly improbable. Again, that's another thing. Basic principles that you niggas, I hate. This is why I get so frustrated, man. And certain people, I know they get frustrated because it's like, bro, when you think logically and you understand a logical conversation or a point, right? When a person just refuses to get it, nigga, it's like getting poked in your eye with an ice pick. All right. It's like getting fucking constantly motherfucking, you know what I mean? stabbed with fucking just glass, man. All right, bro. Probable, possible. Anything is possible. But again, just because anything is possible, hitting the lottery is possible, but it's highly improbable. Getting struck by lightning is possible, highly improbable. Hell, jumping from a motherfucking 10-story building or your parachute not opening during a parachute dive and you hitting the ground. Yeah, you gonna live, possibly, but not probably. Most of the people that motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? Same thing, plane crashes. Most plane crashes, hey, that plane crash, hey. Highly unlikely. So with that being said, man, listen. Let's get into it, man. And again, start here because this is what niggas think debating is, sadly. Right? We'll give y'all some examples. Fair use. Shout out to shout out to Community Anthropology, because I think he for whatever reason, but I just saw this on Twitter earlier this week. Okay. All right. There you go again, man. Shout out to Community Anthropology, man. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, man, for another 5, man. Man, don't get me started on this subject. I'm convinced ninjas love him say ninjas because that's what he say. He don't say nigga for real. Love arguing rather than civil debate. Yeah, man. And I told you, and you know what? SKC, bro, it's because again, niggas hate they don't know how to properly defend their position. They don't know how to properly frame a good logical argument. Right? You know what I'm saying? The fake Pooh Shiesty nigga. That's who. The motherfucker running around here calling black women queens and goddesses or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But let's get to it, man. So y'all can see this wonderful, great debate tactics. Where are we at? Here we go. Let's jump straight to this. And this was like this is like 10 years ago.
Exactly the point. It means that the impact is not, that is an impact turn to the that it is a case turn to the affirmative, because we are saying that queer bodies are not able to survive. That necessarily means that the body of the nigga is not able to survive.
We got
the body of the nigga is wild. For you to even put nigga in your debate, like official college, this is a national fucking debate. For you, the nigga, not a nigga, but the nigga. And yeah, listen, man. No, H2. No, watch. No, it ain't. And let y'all pick up on what they doing. Tell me when y'all pick up what they doing.
the topic in about July, and we started doing our research then.
And when the nigga sees these pains and suffering, that he can only envision himself. That
what is they doing? She got the same. You think she got the same speech impediment? What method of what would it be? Orating, right? There would be orating. What method are they using, y'all? There we go. Shout out to Silent. There you go. And Jesus came down upon the hill. Yes, Lord. Shout out who served it. Yeah, man. That Grinch. They won again, man. Y'all, bro. I just you niggas setting us back. You podcast niggas and setting people back 100 years. No, motherfucker. No, man. This is a serious debate. They somehow won on a national scale, man.
he does not see another nigga that he can feel sympathy.
Nigga. Nigga. So, let me find out, motherfucker. Rick Ross, motherfucker, sponsored the debate. Oh, listen, man. This right here is what niggas think debating is. Emoting, getting all types of, animated and putting your feeling into it, and this, bro, that has nothing to do with debate, bro. Nothing whatsoever. All right, formal debate anyway. Now, again, if you're trying to do something major, like get rid of slavery, of course, emotion needs to be involved. Okay, lawyers, right? Lawyers, when they're trying to get their motherfucking client, exonerated, or when the prosecutor's trying to get a motherfucker found guilty, convicted. Yeah, then you're gonna add some emotion to it because you need emotionality, right? Even that niggas don't even understand, bro. It's debates that go on every fucking day, B. Every day. People get paid to do it. A lawyer is a fucking paid debater. One of the highest paid. Hell, these white boys running around here right now making a bag, pulling a bag. That blue-haired fucking cuck dude, right? Blue-eyed brother fucking cuck. I keep saying blue-haired brother fucking cuck, bro. Getting obliterated and destroyed to show up for debates. But he making a bag, checking a bag. These white boys, they go to these places where people hate them, right? Checking a bag. But niggas, though, ain't nobody trying to hear all that shit. Y'all niggas want to debate all the time. Nigga, nobody care about no debating. Yeah, your dumb ass don't care about debating because you can't debate. It's sad, too, man. Bro, most of the people in this space, bro, is like 30 or over. So, for you niggas not to understand, logical fallacy, probable, possible, all these different things, dog. It's embarrassing. Yeah, that motherfucker. Brotherfucker. Motherfucker. Right? Yeah, man. But for niggas, though, y'all niggas go on the internet every day and y'all want to debate. Ain't nobody trying to debate shit. Ain't nobody making no money. It's saddening, man. But then, too, you get to the root cause of it. Niggas despise education unless a black woman has a degree and she gets to fucking use it to belittle a black man. That's the only time education is celebrated. Niggas hate intelligence. Absolutely fucking hate it. And then the sad part about that is they equate education to intelligence when, again, they're codependent, but one can be completely, totally independent of the other. Again, they thought fucking Einstein was. They thought he was mentally mentally challenged, but he was such a genius level that he's just other people couldn't motherfucking understand him, and he was so ahead of his time. That's usually how it is. But like I said, those people don't get the focus, man. We more worried about the idiots and the dummies that y'all niggas want to save, and whole motherfucking graduation classes where nobody's passing. And they got this thing going on right now where the lady that pretty much I think she's the president of the teachers union, bitch that motherfucker. They say she got $500,000 over the whole COVID lockdown thing, bro, by keeping schools closed. And do you understand the demarcation of and the fucking just the drastic fucking drop off and decline of education that happened since 2020, bro? Right? This disgusting, despicable. But niggas don't care. Niggas don't care, man. Niggas want everybody to be dumb, man, so they can hide. So they're not embarrassed. Oh, nigga, you think you smart? Oh, you want to be white. Don't nobody care about you being able to read. Don't nobody care about you being able to know no mouth. And it's like, damn. But y'all don't give a fuck about math and reading. Y'all love about bragging about all this fucking money you got. Y'all love fucking bragging about the motherfucking, the designer name that you can't pronounce. You can spell it. You can't pronounce that shit though. But fuck math and reading. You need math and reading to, you know what I mean, to justify the shit y'all niggas praise the most. Math. Is that math? Y'all know I ain't lying. Fucking math. Do me a favor, man. Hit that like button. Let's continue this, whatever this is.
Or embrace, but rather that otherness gets obliterated.
We've been supplementing our research throughout the season.
Man-phobic object, disfigured, lynch, and trauma enough. The insight, the trauma representation, the actions to the black child devouring and identifying with the stories and images the white culture brought up to think and act subjectively like a.
This and now, so this is what you call machine gunning, right? So machine gunning, even in her delivery, which is horrible, right? But usually a person machine guns you with questions when they bombard you and ask you question after question after question without giving you time to address those questions, or they deliver a point and so like rapid succession as to where you don't have time to pretty much take in. It's like, okay, well, let's go over this. Into my criticism, I do this because, you know what I'm saying, I think from fucking beginning to end, but I don't ever over deliver too fast. I make all my points succinctly, but I do have to get better at making a point, let that point be addressed, then make the other point be addressed in that. I can remember everything a motherfucker say. So I'm approaching the debate, discussion, or whatever you said, I'm gonna remember it like 90% of the time. As long as you're being clear, you know what I'm saying? You're speaking clear and I can hear you clearly. You know what I'm saying? Your mic and everything is good or whatever. I can remember everything you said and I can go down point by point by point. And if you see me, I can say that because and the problem I get is the person complains to me about, oh, you bringing up too much shit, at one time. And I'm like, okay, my bad. Well, here, address this. All right, we'll address this. We'll address this. But then they do the same thing or whatever, right? And in a much shorter form. And then I go on to explain point by point by point, but then they're trying to interject me to, rebuttal before I even address everything they brought up. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of this shit too, man, it's kind of hard to do when you're talking philosophy, when you're talking ideology, when like red pill versus whatever, right? Non-red pill, blue pill, whatever the fuck y'all want to call it. But pretty much like, men's perspective of life and perception of life versus women's, right? Advantages, disadvantages, all these things, so on and so forth. So a lot of times you're talking about that is not going to be a short answer. You know what I'm saying? Because again, anytime you're explaining or debating something that's subjective, okay, it's hard to put yes and no on subjective things for the most part. Okay. All right. Hard to. Not impossible, but hard. Because different opinions, different things. The one they were struggling with today was, well, what is marriageable? Well, what is marriageable? Right? Then they went on to say, well, all hoes get married. So are you saying all women are hoes? Women were agreeing with this. Women wanted to not concede to the point of where the dude was pretty much making a purity argument, right? Or a superiority argument, saying that, hey, these women over here do this, marriageable women act this way, non-marriageable women act this way, right? He was clearly making a fucking distinction between two sides. What they did, though, was combine the two and now say everyone is marriageable. Well, technically, yes. Obviously, anybody can get married. Anybody can go down to a motherfucking justice of the peace or church or whatever, so on and so forth, get married, license, whatever. But that's not what we're saying. And that's called being motherfucking like purposely fucking obtuse. That shit right there, just purposely missing the point, bro. That's clearly being made. And again, for your side. One thing, and like I said, shout out to y'all. Anything I'm wrong about, and that's why this panel is always open every day, every time, whatever. Shout out to Tommy. And shout out to who's the other guy from LA, all the LA fellas that came up and like, hey man, you wrong in this kindred shit. I didn't motherfucking overtalk nobody. I didn't be like, nigga, how dare you? We had a discussion, man, and it was a wonderful thing. I learned a lot of new shit. You know what I'm saying? I had a little change in my perspective of things and so on and so forth because it's stuff I didn't know. But then at the same time, hey, I still stand on what I said. I still defend my point, and I think I did a great job my point. That was not a case where it was a win or lose. That too. Oh, you niggas just trying to win. No, a lot of times, bro, it's not a win to be had. Bro, I'm not gonna change your mind. And bro, I am not changing a 30-plus-year-old person, especially 35-plus-year-old person. Bro, you are who you are. I can give you all the fucking facts. I can give you all the data. I can give you all the proof, evidence, or whatever, what have you. You are not going to change your life for a stranger ass nigga over the internet. You're not. You're not going to change your perspective of a stranger ass nigga on the internet. Please understand. I understand that. Okay. I am simply trying to make the point that I'm trying to make. I'm not trying to motherfucking swing you to the other side or whatever, or you know what I'm saying? You know, the doors of the church is open type shit. No, I'm just simply to talk about whatever the fucking thing is. That's it. That's it, man. You can agree, you can disagree. My only thing is if you disagree or agree, whichever, but it's not really a point in talking to someone that agrees with you. That's not really going to be a debate. That's when you start getting, you know, a circle jerk, or you know what I'm saying, what you say, preaching to the choir, and just, you know, an echo chamber. Nobody wants that. That doesn't make for anything good. We're all agreeing. You literally need, like for the most part, you need some type of fucking disagreement, man, for I would say not necessarily a positive outcome, but something to come out of it. Again, bro, you have think tanks and production teams and advertisement teams and all these major billion-dollar corporations. They have groups of people, man, that get in, they go up, they show the work every day, they get in a room and they argue. They argue about fucking ways, about what's working, what's not working, and it all to come to a what? It's to come to a better, get the best possible fucking product, get the best possible fucking outcome, make the most fucking money. Through what? Debating. You niggas though swear debates don't mean shit. You niggas swear debates are fucking pointless. And y'all don't even understand, nigga. The Nikes you got on your feet, the motherfucking the Versace you got on your back, or whatever the fuck. It's because your ass is motherfucking a victim of advertising that people way smarter than you find a way to motherfucking convince you to spend your money on this shit. Bro, they just put the shit out here recently and this week. A Dior, any Dior fucking product or whatever on average costs $57 to make. Dior. They sell the shit for fucking $5,000. $50 to make, they sell it for $5,000. Shout out to community anthropology, bro. Yeah, exactly, man. That's the only way you get forward with things. And I keep telling you guys this. Sometimes there is going to be this thing to where you bring people from the other side, right? Bringing people from the other side to be like, well, damn, I was wrong. I was looking at this the wrong way. I didn't have this perception, i.e., slavery. I.e., slavery. That's what makes me so confused about niggas, not black people, but niggas. Without debate, you you know what I mean? Where would we be right now? Without a fucking black person challenging white people, right? Saying this is wrong, and then white people joining the cause to be like, this is wrong, and arguing against it, where would we be? But debating ain't about shit. Motherfuckers out there in California right now, $20 an hour. How'd you think you got that? It wasn't just by the motherfucking, you know, good graces of the people. They just one day give them $20 an hour. How you think you got that? You know what I'm saying?
White man, the black man.
So where do you go from there? You know, when you start preparing for a national competition, once you know the topic, what's next?
Well, you do a lot of research.
Says that the way that the status quo works is through whiteness allowing, forcing other bodies.
Another thing, man. Listen, emotional arguments, bro, and shit that you can never be that. Again, it's only opinionated. It's only subjective. Does racism exist? Yes. Are white people the only people that can motherfucking I guess what is it? Be racist? They're the only people that can motherfucking use racism or what? No. Motherfucker, no. Asians are racist too. Hispanics are racist too. Blacks are racist too. Then you niggas, it's a system. So a black person can't use the system. Brother, if you have a motherfucking business and you tell, hey, no whites motherfucking allowed, is that you keeping white people out of your system? Well, no, it's the overarching system. It's America as a whole. So, well, nigga, why you here? Go back to Africa, nigga. Why you here? Why are you choosing to fucking stay in this white man's oppression? To where the white man won't let you get ahead, but you got a house, you got a car, you got your own business, you making plenty of money, and racism somehow just not letting you do it. Well, damn. Well, on an individual basis, but it's the majority of people. So what you're saying is the majority of black people are unsuccessful because of racism? Yet you have immigrants and shit that come here that have far less. This is not their culture. This is not their home. They somehow figure out how to work together to make themselves better than not only you, but the white man. That's why I say, bro, y'all, this logic y'all have is just, bro, a lack of it is crazy, bro. Get out to Little Rock, man. Y'all, you see, fuck 20. Listen, Little Rock, y'all seen the niggas with the cyber trucks? Oh my god, niggas gon' nigga, man. Put it in one in the chat if y'all done seen the string of motherfucking rappers with the cyber trucks. Every rapper now is motherfucking got their cyber truck and it's out doing the last one, the paint job, the rims, you know what I mean? H2, not according to niggas, racism undefeated. Racism not will us get nowhere. The white man, the white man, the white man, white supremacy, white supremacy, white supremacy. Cree, I agree. But you can't tell these niggas with the money. They got money, so it's cool, Cree. Y'all know that, man. A rich nigga do it, it's all right. Everything's good, man. Rich niggas say it's cool, it's cool. NBA players, all the rich motherfuckers doing it, man. So hey, that's another thing. Appealing to the masses, or everybody's doing it, so it must be good. Or the majority of people are doing this shit, so hey, man, it's cool. No, nigga, it's fallacy. The bigger the crowd, the dumber the crowd. That's the reason why you have that and you say that. Just because everybody's doing that shit don't mean it's the right thing to be done. That don't mean that's the right answer. That just means you got a whole lot of people that are fucking followers. People that want to fucking fit in.
To tell narrations of whiteness and the violences that whiteness does, we say that is the link that we will go.
Bruh, ain't no way. Somebody a preacher. Their mama, their uncle, their granddaddy, somebody got this. Oh shit, it's killing me.
In order to prepare for it, because there are several different tournaments, and so being able to transition
from exposure to cultural representation of the white world, the cultural, the white world sense of the child eye zone, and
able to respond to opponents' arguments
on sexual trauma as a way of grounding its racist cultural fantasy, the cultural trafficking images of the black man's photogenic objects.
So just a lot of preparation.
Disfigured lynch and trauma enough. Inside the trauma of representation that turns into the black child devouring and identifying with the stories and images of white culture.
Reading of articles and books, and
they only recreate what it means to be an authentic nigga, because we are not allowed to read. We are not allowed to read certain things or speak in a certain way, because we are seen as not truly speaking to niggas. But there's a question of who even wrote this shit.
All that good stuff.
And just listen, bro, what debate was this? Yeah, man. Hey, we doing decent on the likes, man. But hey, do me a huge favor, man. Keep me in that like button. Yeah, this is wrong. Hey, man, they won, man. These are the champions, man. We are the champions, my friend.
Was there anything that threw you off during the competition? You know, something that someone else said, another team that made you go,
crazy that 2 days ago I almost went to jail and I'm here right now?
Yeah, well, the argument that we hit in the final round was a pretty difficult argument.
Some say the black is the berry, the sweeter the juice. I say the darker the flesh and the deeper the roots. I give a holler for my sisters on welfare. It's Tupac cares and don't nobody else care.
We've been debating against this argument all.
When you come around the block, brothers clown a lot, but please.
Which is one.
Our final.
Yeah, man, what are we doing? I'm done with this shit, man. I'm done. This is what niggas think a debate is. A whole bunch of fucking hotep. I ain't gonna say it. I'm gonna chill on that one. Listen, man. I've done this before. I'll do it again. Niggas got mad at me when I pointed out the bullshit for y'all being mad at fucking Kevin Samuels. I don't care. It is what it is. I'm still here. I'm still gonna be here. As long as I want to do this shit, nigga, I'm gonna be here. Ain't nobody gonna run me off. You stop fucking with me. You stop fucking with me. I don't care. You ain't really stopping shit. And I'm gonna say what needs to be fucking said. The space needs a fucking intellectual fucking injection. Okay? Put your fucking thinking caps on, bro, and be an adult. Be grown. Fuck the side you cheering for. Okay? Fuck your clique. Fuck who you claim. Fuck who you like. If it don't make sense, bro. Again, the biggest issue and problem we're having right now is that niggas hate being told the truth. That's why niggas like, well, y'all letting the white people come in, or y'all letting the Asian people come in, y'all letting the Hispanics come in and criticize. Yeah, nigga. Yeah. You usually want to take criticism from people that are doing better than you. I didn't say are better. I said doing better. If an Asian person came into fucking whatever the hell you got going, they say, hey, look, right? Let's say they run a restaurant, you run a restaurant. You ain't got to be serving the same shit, right? But they come through, and shout out to my people that if you know what Lean Six Sigma is, put a 1 in the chat. Shout out to all my Lean Six Sigma people. I'm gonna give y'all like a couple minutes to do this, and I'll address the super chats. Greatly appreciate y'all. Oh shit, I missed player. Did I do player one's thing? Somehow I missed his shit. My bad, player one. Shout out to you, brother, for the super sticker. I'm sorry. I don't know how I missed that. Shout out to True Hype for the 2. Greatly appreciate you, brother. Don't care about math. Math don't care about you. Yeah, that's wild, man. Shout out to Doug Will. Shout out to Doug Will for the 5, man. I got preachers through my family. These chicks ain't never stepped foot in the church. Bad invitation, brother. I would agree. Shout out to Tequila Sipper, man. Shout out to this brother right here, man. Hey, man. Shout out to this brother right here, bro. Listen, man. So you literally have Lean Six Sigma is pretty much like things you can do for your business to streamline things and make things simpler and increase production. You know, hey, you got your drink machine over here, you know what I'm saying, but put it over here. You know what I'm saying? You got your menu at too low and not at eye level. If you put it at this level or whatever, the people can see the menu, they can see this, that, and the other, do this, right? So that's basically what it is. You'll be a fucking fool, man, to have a person, okay, or a person that's doing better than you in whatever the similar business may be, and you simply turn them down because they're a different race, right? The same thing applies, man, when you're talking about progress and again improving people overall. That shit that works. That family shit works. Oh, when you left your family. No, I divorced my wife. I still have my family. I still have my children. Okay. My children are my family. My children are never gonna stop being my family. And thank God, praise God, I have a fucking ex-wife that's giving us no problems. Co-parenting is going along fucking greatly. Is it ideal? No, but it's way better than the fucking kid that's never even seen who the fuck his or her daddy is. That's another thing. I hate when you niggas do this. Y'all niggas say this same shit, right? And this is y'all people in the chat. And listen, people in the chat, y'all got to start stomping these trolls out. Don't fucking no, not block them. I'm not saying block them or whatever in the rent with a wrench or time them out. But when a person says some dumb shit like that, y'all need to fucking act their ass and be like, shut your stupid ass up. How the fuck you gonna shame a man that's a quote unquote weekend dad or summertime dad? A man that's clearly fucking has hands-on time with his child, right? For whatever reason it may be. Okay. You're putting him in the same boat as the nigga that ain't fucking with his kid at all. You're eliminating his fatherhood because, oh, he's not married or, oh, he don't got custody of his kids. And then y'all fucking do the shit to where if a nigga got custody of his kids, but you know he a piece of shit, and you can literally see the kids being abused, neglected, and in a bad situation. Oh, he got his kids, so you can't say shit about him. What? That's the shit we be talking about, man. That's the shit. I can't go back and forth with these troll ass motherfuckers, man. They trolls. And they will never come up on the fucking panel and have the conversation with me because they're scared and they're dumb and they can't articulate themselves. They don't have a real point to make. They're just fucking clowns. Again, this trolling shit, I understand a part of it, but to be again a grown ass adult and that's all you do every day. I told y'all these Cynthia G rats, bro, are menace. That's the biggest trolls. You simp ass niggas, man. You pandering niggas. But these people that are literally nothing but fucking chat commenter trolls, ex fucking Cynthia G supporters and divestors and all this other shit. All they got to do is say negative shit about fucking black men. That's it. Bro, y'all need to be stomping these stupid motherfuckers out in the fucking chat. Shut your stupid ass up. Shut your fake avatar having ass up. Shut your no picture having ass up. Make a point. Stop just saying dumb shit in the chat. Especially when it comes to something like that. That's what I'm saying, man. What's the term I'm looking for? So pretty much if you're not doing it all the way, you're not doing nothing at all. That's what y'all saying. A man that does not either is married to the wife of his kids, we know that's not the majority, right? So that's what I'm talking about. So we know black people have the lowest marriage rate, right? Black people got the lowest marriage rate of the major groups, lowest marriage rate, right? So logically, even to make the argument of fathers being in the home, it's dumb because it's going to be the minority. Oh, not fathers being in the home, but married fathers in the home is going to be extremely dumb. It's going to be the smallest percentage of fathers. Married fathers living with their fucking living with their wife and they have kids. That's another one. Y'all like all married people have kids. Niggas really don't think shit out, bro. Some people cannot have kids. Some people can never have children. Will never have children due to one or both of them being infertile. But this is again something that niggas' mind is hard for them to comprehend. So when you have a man, okay, especially then too. So it's crazy when and even men defend this. Listen, a baby mama and an ex-wife is not the same shit. It's not. Niggas can get mad. Niggas can tell me whatever the fuck they want. Anybody can try and come debate me on the fucking topic. It's not the same. A bitch just went out here and fucked and sucked everything and got a baby put on her. It's not the same as a motherfucking a woman that was married to a fucking man for a substantial amount of time. Now I say if it's under 2 years, yeah, we can make the argument. We can have that debate. But for a lengthy amount of time, she was married to that fucking man and shit just didn't fucking come work out. She's not a baby mama, bro. She's a fucking either the divorced mom or ex-wife with a kid. How the fuck you want to fucking say it? It's not the same. That's a fallacy that I don't like that dudes do. Oh, they're all single mamas. No, nigga, it's not the same, bro. Now you're just doing the same shit the other side does. You know what I'm saying? You have to make fucking differentiations, bro. All right? You have to motherfucking say this is this, that is that. You can't just lump everything into the same shit. But because niggas lack logic, niggas automatically do it. Yeah, who we talking about? Come on now. Again, Shiesty Bum. This is your second account. Remember, used to be what was the Sugar Bum. Sugar Bum is still blocked. But you know what I'm saying? I'll let you live on the second account. It's cool. Sugar Bum is I guess he got blocked on too many places. So you had to change the Shiesty Bum. You had to make a whole nother account to troll. It's cool though. That's who you are. That's who you are. But hey, you still here. I told you I got the most loyal trolls in the fucking most loyal trolls, bro. 4 years running, nigga. Since I've been here. You's a fucking lie. This account may not be blocked. Sugar Bum is blocked. Still. In perpetuity. What up, Moxie? Yeah, and Shiesty Bum is the same damn woman. See-through you got blocked where? I didn't block her. Now, if y'all go block motherfuckers, y'all gotta let me know because I didn't. What did she say? Did she say something crazy? Y'all blocked her here? Yes, Jabroni Z. That was the original thing. She was over here until she sided with some fuck nigga that was talking about my kids and shit when I got doxxed. So that's why Sugar Bum got fucking blocked forever. Oh, okay. But the link's in the chat, man. Hold on, let me see. You niggas can come up here and test your debate skills, man. Come on, man. Somebody give me a challenge, man. I need a warm up, man. Come on now. Come on to prove Mr. Fantastic wrong, man. Nobody ever. I can't do no smoke shows, none of that shit. I put a smoke show out. Niggas don't show up. Because man, I'm good at this debating shit, dog. And it's not just a debating shit, bro. Again, I'm just always been a person that enjoys conversation. You know, and it's an art. I told y'all this shit, man. Conversation is important because, like SKC said earlier, progress isn't made without it, man. You need some type of disagreement, some type of discourse, some type of different perspective in order for things to improve, in order for things to be learned, right? These formulas and things and and theories and theorems and all this shit, bro, that shit is challenged. That's how it's proven. You have people that are of the same level of intellect at the top tip of the spear when it comes to intelligence and whatever field it may be, and they challenge the shit to see if it makes sense. You don't just get the motherfucking say this is this and that's that and that be it. No, it has to be challenged. It has to be proven. Niggas are intellectually lazy, man. You know, motherfuckers want your body to be strong. Niggas got motherfucking, I got 22-inch pythons, brother. And nigga ain't got a motherfucking ain't got a motherfucking 2-inch fucking intellect, man. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Your arms big as hell, your back big as hell. Your brain little. fuck your whole world up, man, with just simply questioning one simple thing. Wow, man. What happened to? I feel like I missed some super chats or something. I think I saw more, but let me. All right, look at what we got here, man. Listen, man. A1 day one in the building. Legendary SKC, brother. What's up with you, man?
Man, what's going on with you? You got a debate or something soon, or
I got a debate tomorrow.
what's the subject?
I don't know yet, but pretty much like manosphere, pretty much manosphere ideology.
Oh,
I
okay.
think versus the black woman is God, and black women need to be protected. So Umar Johnson like type.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think there's too many novel ideas that will pop up that you probably haven't heard before.
Yeah,
But,
no.
yeah, I know. I think sometimes having the back and forths with other people and trying to see how you can sharpen various ideas, it's just a good exercise overall. But
Indeed, and like you said, man, that's the important part of it. Like you said, a lot of times, man, you don't know what you don't know. A lot of times, right? Because again, a lot of times in life, I told y'all like the crazy thing for me when I found the proper way to use a can opener. How many of y'all still putting the damn can on the top, like vertical? Put a one in the chat if you're still doing the can opener like this. You know what I'm saying? You clamping down from the top, and then you got the lip around it. So you're using it wrong. It's supposed to be from the side. You know what I'm saying? The can opener supposed to be horizontal, not vertical. But we were all taught motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, vertical, right? Like it's plenty of things, man. I tell you, another big thing. The funniest thing to me, people think like you got these things on the aircraft, right? On airplanes that look like little machine guns. Those aren't machine guns, man. But until you get into the thing, you got to work on the shit. You think it's machine gun. You think that's where the bullets come out of. You feel me? So yeah, man, it's just
wow.
you know what I'm saying. A lot of things that, like you say, you don't know what you don't know until you know what I'm saying. You're actually either in a field or some type of expertise, knowledge, whatever, and you learn through that way. Or like you said, you're enlightened by somebody else that knows.
Yeah, I don't know. I think one thing that I found over time, just dealing with different individuals in all of this is you don't find a lot of people that want to listen to not other ideas. They want to just believe that their branch of thinking is the most superior thinking that has ever been on planet Earth for some reason. And yeah, I don't know if you touched on it because I was in and out, but I thought that was one of the bad ideas that people came up with or practices of keeping these closed circles and not having people of all sorts to be able to converse on certain subjects, especially if they were listening and then trying to bring up some good ideas that maybe just people haven't lived it before, so or thought about it. But sometimes it got to points where people were like, "Oh no, only real ninjas can be on this time. Only this type of people can be here." And it's like, okay, so basically you're just gonna um you know do this circle jerk and then go from there. But
Yeah.
and not to mention that then it becomes kind of boring because then it becomes like the dudes on the corner that just meet up all the time and just talk about the same junk all the time. So, I don't know.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, man. Like, look, bro. I don't want to just get on the the be it internet or even in real life, like you said, and everybody just agreeing. Like, I mean, I don't even think that like we enjoy that, right? Because like what the best debates in the barbershop or at the gym and this, well, who's better, LeBron or Michael Jordan, and Coke or Pepsi, and like it's always, even in banter, even like you're saying, friendly back and forth, like the fun part comes out of, like you say, disagreement, right? It's like competition and whatnot, what have you, and even like you said, I don't think we value it. Well, I know we do value it from that point, the fun part. But like you said, niggas love the fun and hate the motherfucking learning. They hate the education. They hate the intellectual aspect of it. Even though, like you said, they engage in it and they won't even. Oh, they ain't no debate. I ain't debating nobody. And then this nigga argue with you about motherfucking, Ford versus motherfucking GM. You know what I'm saying? Ford versus Chevy.
The bad part of all of that is that because there's a lack of being able to grow beyond the this is what I was taught and that's all I'm ever going to hear type of thinking. Certain conversations should have progressed to a point to where you would have a lot of people in the chat that would be able to be like, oh, nah, we already discussed that. You can go to these points here, there, and the other. And, a lot of that stuff has been debunked. To take, for instance, how many times have the conversations about, and I'm not trying to start anything, I'm just throwing it out there because it's one of those subjects that has went around the block a billion times, the whole slavery thing, and people still believing that the majority of quote unquote African slaves was stolen from Africa. It's like, there's so many points of reference that could easily disprove that it shouldn't. I would say people that listen to a lot of discussions over and over, that idea should just be debunked by now. But that's just my 2 cents. Obstacles is here, so.
Hey, what's up? What's up, Oscar? Go right ahead, brother. What's up? What's going on with you?
What's good? Hey, man, what's this debate about? It look like you in the Matrix, man. Who's that, Majin Buu / Morpheus? What is that?
Yeah, no. It's a debate about, I guess, like red pill ideology or whatever, so on and so forth, versus like pretty much everything that I'm doing and I talk about is somehow toxic and misandrous and all this other stuff. So that.
Oh, okay, bet. You know what's interesting about that? I was just peeping something. Shout outs to CGA. He was saying that red pill and blue pill. I think most of what happens when they call red pill rage. You heard of that, Mr. Fantastic?
Yeah.
He described it as, and it's kind of honest, is saying that red pill rage is not red pill rage. Because once you get real pill, you kind of just are stoic about whatever it is. But what happens is this blue pill rage. It's usually men still coming to terms and grips with their old ideas of sweet spice and everything nice. You dig what I'm saying? So it's not so much rage. You're not on the other side yet. You're still grappling with the ideas from the past. So therefore you go on podcasts and be like, yeah, these girls out here, they doing this. And you just go in a rage on some F&F type stuff, right? You just sitting in the comments, obliterating people. That's not red pill, bro. That's still you coming to grips with what you used to think was true about the female dynamics and relationship and marketplace. And then now what you've kind of exposed yourself to some ideas. You're not crossing the other side yet. And I think a lot of people that just kind of get caught up and win with, oh, they're red pill raging. Nah, they're blue pill raging. That's like when ninjas crash out and they end up getting in domestic violence situations, going to jail over some poom. That's all blue pill stuff. You dig what I'm saying? The dude who, you supposed to love me, you cheated on me, I'm about to put my hands on you now. Like, that's some blue pill stuff, in my opinion. So I still think a lot of times when they say that, it's not really red pill, it's still blue pill.
Well, of course, and again, man, like you said, that's a great assessment, but it's something it's a shaming tactic, right? So anything you have to say that's other about women, that's other than anything about sugar spice and everything nice. Now you're an incel, you're a red pill rager, you don't have any success with women, and you can't get women, you can't have sex, and all these different things. You gotta buy sex, just bro, it's crazy as to where you literally get hit with you know what I'm saying, everything and the kitchen sink when it comes
Yeah.
to you saying anything that's critical of women. And like you said, bro, I don't hate women. I don't dislike women. It's not, but again, I'm here again to help improve the fucking image and the reputation of black men specifically. We've been lied on for too long, bro. And like I said, when it comes, are the women going to come up? They have to, because the women are the ones that are still out here putting false narratives out here. The women are the ones out here still saying that black men ain't shit. And then, like you said, the blue pill simps are worse than them. The blue pill motherfucking
Facts.
dudes that wants access and refuses to fucking speak the truth. I call it because they scared they're gonna be taken out of the get pussy lottery. A lot of these dudes out here,
Facts.
man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, if I tell the truth, man, they're not gonna fuck with me. Well, she gonna fuck with you no way, bro. All right, she wasn't.
Yeah.
Woman likes you, bro. You can literally, like, you know, you like you said, obstacles. It's dudes out here that be, you know what I'm saying? We're not condoning it. I'm not saying it, but actually putting hands on women and causing physical harm. Other
And
women
they
don't care.
wouldn't.
They're still dealing with them. The same woman, and then more women after that know what the man did.
But how you gonna say that, Mr. Fantastic? I don't agree. How you gonna say that if you know across the world you're not wanted by other, you know, black men are not wanted across the world? You're not wanted. Yeah, you remember that?
Yeah.
Nobody
Yeah,
wants you. You
Yeah,
busted and discussing. Hey, though I just got a bunch of broads overseas just the last night. What I'm trying to tell you though is nobody wants you. That's a niche market. But that was pretty funny. But net at the end of the day, I think it is a shaming tactic that they utilize on the other side. And actually, I don't think the women are bad for it. It's in their own interest. I think when it comes down to it, it's definitely the men, because at the end of the day, it's against your interests. But of course, they think that's the way they can pander their way into the box. So
Exactly.
that's most men's technique. So I usually said this to men who were the top 10%. Let's say guys who say they always got girls. They tend not to understand that the other guys can't be you. One, they ain't, it's a height requirement sometimes, right? So they don't fit that bill, right? Then they don't fit the bill. Maybe they didn't get their finances in check. Maybe they also didn't get their frame in check. They didn't go work out. So net, their angle to get the box is to pander to the box. You get what I'm saying? Their angle is to shame a Pookie, a Chad, or a player or womanizer, because they're going to go to the women and say, hey, baby, that womanizer, he was never good for you. I would never do that to you. Dirty macking. You know about dirty macking. So I think a lot of times dudes be out here cutting each other because they're trying to dirty mac.
Yeah, man.
So
like
you got to
said,
watch out for the dirty macs.
Anything for that person, man. Anything for it. Like you said, men have, there have been nations conquered and bloodlines ended over motherfucking, you know, that little wet hole, man. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. And like I said, to this day, the sad part about it, like you said, when you have access literally now to billions, the whole fucking world, these dudes still like crash out on the daily. These dudes lie on the daily. These dudes, you know what I'm saying, keep the pandering going, man. And you know, and that's what another thing I don't think people, bro, a person that purposely lies to you and tell you don't have a problem when you have a problem, that person don't care about you, and all they're doing is fucking enabling and keeping you in a state of destruction. All right. If I'm motherfucking, you know, smoking weed every day, drinking beer or alcohol every day, or just, you know what I'm saying, stuffing my fucking face every day and doing nothing else, never going to the gym, not even getting out of the house, not washing my ass. Oh, ain't nothing wrong with you, man. It's other people out here that's stinking and fat. It ain't no big deal. The whole, you know, that's the majority of Americans, man. Why should you? Why, you know what? Yeah, man. And people are cool with that. Men especially. That's another thing we say around here, bro. Like I said, bro, I am for a man being the best possible fucking version of himself he is. That mean you're gonna be a billionaire? No. That mean you're gonna be a millionaire? No. That mean you're gonna even make 100,000? No. Everybody's not gonna do that shit. That's what the numbers tell you. The numbers say that, hey, 90 fucking percent of people not gonna make motherfucking $100,000 a year. But does that mean you need to make $100,000 a year to be the best possible man you can be? No. To dominate and wherever you are, where you at, bro. If you in fucking Tuscaloosa, fucking Alabama, and you making fucking 80,000, hey man, you good. Now at the same time, like you say, if you in motherfucking Atlanta, Miami, New York City, LA, Chicago, whatever, you making 100,000, you got to make a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? But again, people love using the fucking, you know, the 1% to disqualify the 99. You know what I'm saying? So again, man, that's just a part of it.
Yeah, I'm excited about this debate. I want to see what this look like. How's it go down?
I don't think it's gonna be too eventful, man. I'm gonna have to do this. I'm gonna have to do some carrying, dog. I'm gonna have to do like Mayweather did. What was buddy name? The white dude, the MMA dude. What was the MMA guy's name that he boxed? The Irish
Conor
dude.
McGregor.
Yeah, McGregor. Yeah. I'm gonna have to do some carrying, man, because this like Buddy doesn't have a true argument, bro. He doesn't. All he does is emotions and and the men, they need to do this and they need to do that and they don't do this and they don't do that. Well, actually they do, and I can give you the stats that show that they do, and these things and so on and so forth. So what are we talking about here? You know what I mean? So it's just so things that. But hey, man,
what would be a point you think he would come at as far as what the men don't do? One example, because I want to see if I could kind of come from that basis.
Okay, one of his arguments, one of his mainstay arguments is that men are not good leaders. Black men specifically are not good enough leaders for black women to follow them. That's one of his main arguments that he comes from.
Okay, that's interesting. And your position is they are currently good leaders to lead the women.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, let me play his role. All right,
cool.
My black queens, welcome. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Let me be serious. Okay, so black men in their position today are not in a position today to lead because other groups lead most of human activity, economics, and political power. So therefore, they're not equipped to provide the black woman or the black family protection, and then also the economics that they need in order to live a high quality of life in the United States of America. And that's my argument. My argument is that most black men don't have what it takes. And most black men didn't have a father, so they don't have any model to work from in order to utilize that to protect the black women, and have not had it for a long time due to racism and slavery.
Oh wow, bro! That was a doozy in the end point. It's like, cool. So my counter to that would be black men do have all of the richest people in the country would be Asians. Asians make up a very, very small percentage of the population. So the argument that because you don't create policy, you're not in politics or these different things, positions of power, you can't really use that because you have people that are superseding the majority of people that are making the laws, making the rules, making all these different things, right? The white supremacy he was talking about, what I'm saying, is responsible for slavery and what was it? Racism and slavery and oppression. So that's that point. Then we move on to the fact of the matter about being able to provide, right? Provision. Hispanic black men make more money than Hispanic men, and I think Native American men, and a couple other groups, but they're like subsectors of other races and stuff like that, Pacific Islanders, whatnot, what have you. But those groups of people, okay, they have higher net worths and higher household incomes, simply because the women that are with them are willing to marry them more, cohabitate with them more, and work with them more, despite them making less money than black men. The argument is that it's not that black men are insufficient. It's that black women refuse to follow black men. And you can follow this also with black women having one of the highest LGBT members. Black women represent a very, very high number of same-sex relationships, and in those relationships, one of the things they love to complain about, they also represent one of the highest domestic violence rates also. So again, all these things that they claim they do not want, they still run to and do alternatives that are worse than. And then if you directly juxtapose us to other groups that are lesser than us, they're doing better because simply the way their women choose to respect them, as men, husbands, fathers, all those different things.
Okay. Now, you made some good points, but let me ask you, is your mama black?
Of course.
Okay. Now, sisters, listen to this man. Incel, manosphere, red pill man. His mama's black. His auntie's black. His sister's black. And this is what he says. Now, let's continue the conversation. Okay, so I do understand the perspective of other groups of men having the compliance from their women, but what you fail to actually take into equation, or not say fail, let's just say you have not mentioned yet, is that the majority of those men have not been conquered men. So they still have the same type of allegiance, loyalty, or cooperation without the separation or segregation or destruction that we have had in our group. So therefore, that's why you get it. And even if you go to the African continent, those brothers over there still have that collaboration. So they still have their nations. So if we move back and we just stay focused on North America, you don't have it. And I don't blame the women for not giving it to you, because you have no proof of concept of being able to protect and provide. Specifically, protect.
Okay. Let me read this Cash App first. Shout out to Paradox for the 5. For Ayo, let my boy Aboriginal Power get a debate with you. Hey man, I'm for the, like I said, bro, bring him up here now. Or go get him. I'm summoning him after, with after obstacles defeats me in this debate right here. But let me get back to it. So
yeah, wait, also disclaimer, I do not believe in these ideas. I'm just playing the role. Continue.
But no. Actually, again, now we have to bring history into it. So actually, Hispanics, well, specifically, a big portion of the Hispanics here come from Mexico. Mexico was conquered by the United States. That's why we have, I think, Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, that whole sector, whatnot, what have
California,
yeah, in parts of California, So that whole dominated thing or whatnot, what have you, that doesn't track because hey, United States directly, took that land from Mexico. Secondly, again, we jump to Asians, right? We jump to Asians. I'm pretty sure you're very familiar with Hiroshima and Nagasaki, right? So that's definitely conquered. That's why we have one of the strongest, and that is the hub for the military in the Eastern Hemisphere, in the whole Asian area, so that we can do that. So when you make the conquered argument, right, it's kind of difficult to do. Because again, if you're going to only use slavery, I guess, as a way of conquering and these different things, but then we have to go back and we have to use what Dr. Ivan Van Sertima said, as into where some of the people were already here before slavery, and that our good brother Dan Calloway has been able to provide a lot of information as to where not all Black people that are here, were part of the slave trade or have slave lineage.
Okay. I do understand that perspective, but again, remember that your mama is Black, brother. And so what I would say is I'll go to one more example, my last one, and then we can allow the other brothers to get in. The last example would be the woman that came yesterday. I can't remember, or the other day, or a couple of streams back, where she said, if you continue along this line of communication, you're going to lose a lot of educated Black women. And so my argument that I put forth is, how can you inspire if you're putting down these women at the same time and publicly on another nation and another man's network, social network and platform? So at the same time, you say Mr. Fantastic might be a narcissist, but net, you are here to save these women, but you constantly put these women down and berate them. You need to change your tone, my brother, your rhetoric, and have a different approach. You cannot inspire these queens by destroying them down. Again, I do not believe in these statements, but I'm just playing a role. You got the floor.
Yeah, so with that one, brother, again, the talking down is a perspective or an opinion. I call it objective criticism, positive criticism. One does not improve unless if they're constantly praised about the things they do right. And as adults, I believe that, that this is our own personal opinion that, praise is pretty much reserved for children and the disabled, right? The people that aren't fortunate enough to, be able to do things on the regular. I simply point out the flaws, issues that Black women have, and they need to rectify. If someone sees that as bashing or negativity or whatever, hey, I'm sorry for I can't be sorry for their feelings. But ultimately, like I said, everything that I say is backed up by either statistics, data, or current events and actions by not just one, not just two, but hundreds, if not thousands of Black women, i.e., Black women love Sexy Red, and Sexy Red say Black women eat Black men's ass. Sukihana too. So again, hey, I'm just.
But you can't use the white man's statistics, my brother. You have to go out there and get your own statistics and your own number. So at the end of the day, you speak these statistics in Sexy Red, but they don't represent the queen, the nation, Sheba, goddesses. You don't know it's more than that. And so that's perpetrated by the enemy in our society. But I'll let you continue to believe that. At the end of the day, I'm here to rise up a nation of queens that will lead the kings and breathe life into our existence and allow us to dominate like we used to in ancient Egypt. Ashe.
Appreciate
Ashe,
you, brother.
my brother. Ashe.
Peace and love, and power. Brother. A lot of obstacles, man. All right, so we got the brother up here. They said, Aboriginal brother. They said you wanted to debate me on something. Do you have a topic, a basis, or whatever? What are we debating?
Man, I'm not really looking forward to debate. I see the title is about debate, so I do debate on YouTube. So definitely want to get active. But peace and blessings to everybody on the panel.
Same to you, brother.
Yeah, I'm new to the channel. Somebody recommended me to the channel, so I'm just listening into y'all conversation. So.
Okay.
I didn't know if it was some devil's advocate conversation that y'all was having, so I was just
speaking in general, man. But like I said, if it's a topic that I know about, you know what I'm saying. If I'm versed in it, of course, I don't have a problem engaging. So I don't talk about shit I don't know about though. If I don't know anything about it, hey brother, I'm not the person for you. I direct you to someone to give you what's name. But if it's something I know about or something I'm versed in, hey, I don't have a problem in having the discourse at all.
All right, that sounds good. So maybe we can find some type of common ground and maybe have a dialogue about. But I'm here for the conversation either way it goes.
Cool.
So
yeah, it was just a counter narrative, Aboriginal. I was just speaking a counter narrative.
And I thought so. I was just making sure I understand the context, right? And that was a dope way to give the devil's advocate point of view as well. And I heard you mention people not being all from Africa. That's a good sentiment as well, which is something I kind of focus in on about the indigenous Aboriginal heritage of the so-called Negro in America, which is something that kind of gets ignored or doesn't have as much light shedded on it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. You familiar with Top Cats?
Yeah, I'm familiar with Top Cats, Dan Calloway, all those guys. I've got classic.
Shout out to Top Cats, man. I'm trying to set up something with him, man. So y'all be looking out for that, man. Shout out to Top Cats. But yeah,
shout out to Top Cats, man. Shout out to Dan. I got classic live streams with both of those brothers. Yeah,
both of those brothers, man. Like I said, of course, I came across Dan Calloway when I first really got on YouTube, Hard Body, and then like you said, started looking into a lot of stuff he was talking about, and then I think Top Cats was actually right close to this space. He's like space adjacent, but he really started coming through and pretty much enlightening the brothers of like Indian heritage or Native American heritage and all these different things, right? So yeah, man.
So that's good. I'm glad the brother Top Cat is reaching out to other perspectives and platforms and reaching the information up because, like I said, it all runs pertinent and concurrent to our own history. Each individual had their own individual stories, but certain things come in common, which is us being indigenous. You hearing those whispers from your grandparents, your great aunts, or whatever the case may be, and then you just look into the actual records. Genealogy is one of the keys if you're not really familiar with who you are, where you come from, and who your people are. What are some of the accomplishments, innovations, and inventions? Then genealogy would be a good way to start looking at who you are. Knowledge is key, and knowledge itself is power. You understand?
Yeah, indeed, for sure. Let me get my man Mercy in here. Go ahead, Mercy.
I mean, I think it is good, to know your history, different perspectives, but also, like you guys were just talking just a few minutes ago. I mean, I think our ladies has lost a basic common human respect for the opposite gender. I think that has happened in our culture, and it needs to be addressed. But or we just walk away, either one. But I think the basic common love respect has been lost over the years, and it has something to do with media, has something to do with different things. Because I remember when I first went to college, they were like, they thought I was a athlete because I was black. All of them, my sisters, this is what they looked at me. They said, "Oh, you must be an athlete." So that stereotype didn't come from nowhere. It's been programming. So I guess, I mean, it was a time where they thought all black men were athletes or drug dealers or rappers, or if you ain't fit in one of them boxes, they didn't know where you came from. But that's just my opinion on that. But I think that we've been trying to correct our image over the years, recent history, and hopefully it could be respected.
I would also offer though. I think also white brothers and white dudes, they've also been conquered for sure, for sure. So I think the white women usually go about it differently than black women for sure, because it's not overtly, it's more covertly. But net, them dudes, them dudes is conquered also. Cooperation is definitely not a part of their relationships. It's just, as I said again, more overt. It happens differently. Women are more passive aggressive, especially white women. They're very passive aggressive. And net at the end of the day, that's why you find the white guys having themselves in a bind, running to Jordan Peterson and anybody else they can, because their whole identity has been co-opted and changed by the women of their group. So, I mean, and that's why they often run to these channels saying, we can't speak the truth in public. We can't even say what we want at our own jobs and our own, politics. So
What's
they've
crazy?
been conquered by
Also, they,
different
they
means.
they play both sides of that, right? So the first thing they say to, well, a white man started the manosphere, a white man started red pill, right? But then at the same time, they tell us that if you talk about it, you conquered and you this, well, hold on. Like you said, the white boy started, right? So the white boy started complaining about the women. Don't that mean the same men that y'all are trying to
Yeah.
use, you know what I'm saying? Say that we ain't this and we ain't that and we can't have control, and you know what I mean? So that's what I say. It's
Yeah.
another logical fallacy that people don't even understand. Like you're disproving your
Yeah.
own point by using one to try to pit against the other. So that's what I'm saying. It's just crazy.
More than likely, though, I think it's a best strategy used in their position. Because imagine if I had a debate with you and you had to sit here, or a conversation. Well, more so debate, but let's say conversation. I was trying to push my narrative to assume power, and you came in with facts. Then I'm just going to discredit you. I'm going to do other things that have nothing to do with facts in order to win. Because, of course, humans are not calculators. We're not computers. A lot of people are mostly emotional. Forget even data and reports. They're mostly taking emotion, your tonality, how the conversation perceived itself, to say, hey, I take away this from the conversation. So again, at the end of the day, I think that most people use that tactic because at the end, that's the best tactic. What I'm gonna do? You got the statistics. I'm gonna yield the floor to your statistics now by any means necessary. And so if I gotta lie, scheme, manipulate, gaslight, all these things, shame tactics, then I'm going to utilize them in order to push the rock in my favor. So I think most of the time, as you said and you mentioned earlier, these tactics, who hurt you and etc., those are good tactics to use when you don't have the data and statistics and surveys to back up your position. So conquered or be conquered, man.
Yep, indeed. Azrael, what's up, fam?
Yeah, give me 1 sec. Give me 5 seconds.
Cool. So in the meantime, between time, man, that's what this whole thing is about. I just think niggas, not black people, but some black people too, because again, you want to fit in, you don't want to be ostracized, you don't want to be outcast, don't have and don't understand the importance of debate, just on a daily basis, man. Like you said, to shame that shit and try to downplay it and say that it's not this, it's not that, when again, it's people that literally make millions of dollars, bro, All right, just to go around and argue with people. All right, not even over anything serious, not over policy, not over laws, not over rights, not over, you know what I'm saying, getting people out of poverty.
Not to cut you off. I'm sorry. I was gonna say colleges pay people to come and
Yeah,
debate.
that's what I'm saying. Literally, you pay college will pay a fee to come argue with people, bro. That they know goes against their whole their base. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to get people to understand, because again, man, y'all doing it whether you want to admit it or not. You're participating in it. Be you in the chat, be you one of the people that actually come up on the panel. You are debating. I was told I'm not debating. Yes, you are. Fucking debating, bro. Discussion, debate. How I'm going to put it. That's what you're doing. Go ahead, bro.
I believe it was Aristotle or Socrates that said the first step to intelligence is defining things by what they are, right? So if you're going to define where you stand and how to make the distinctions of what is and what isn't, it's best to debate so that everyone can know where you stand. I mean, I don't see what's wrong. People say, "Oh, there's an issue with men debating." No, I mean, that's the most civilized thing. We debating is a part of Greco-Roman culture. Right? If anything, I would rather men be able to articulate themselves, express themselves in a way that says, "Can my logic out defeat your logic? Can my premise dominate your narrative?" Right? But I wanted to get to what obstacles to opportunities was saying, and I was in and out because I was busy doing a couple things, but I just want to say this: the notion that, or I would say honestly, the fallacy that the reason why black men don't get the respect that they do, that they feel as though they deserve, is because they don't have anything under their possession. I mean, I think that's a fallacy in of itself, because there are men that come to this country with nothing but a lint to their pocket and dust to their name, and they still get cooperation with their woman. I mean, I've always said this too. A woman's femininity is not incumbent upon what's surrounding her. It's just either you're feminine or you're not. I said there are women in third world countries that don't even have running water, yet they have more femininity in their pinky than a lot of unfortunately a lot of sisters in America that live under heated ventilation and AC. So I was want to say this too. Another thing, I think what's missing from the argument is this. There's the saying, responsibility without authority is slavery, and authority without accountability is tyranny, right? So if you have people, if men are allegedly supposed to be responsible for whatever happens in the community, all right, I'll grant you that. But what kind of authority can the men exercise in the community without, here's the conditional thing, without them getting any pushback? You can say, okay, we understand what the problems are in the community, but when men start to fix it and men start to address certain things, all the men do is get pushback, right? And then in the inverse, if you look at it, the women are basically doing whatever they want without any accountability. So on both ends, if you don't give men the authority to exercise any punitive damages or reward people when they do right, then that's basically you're obligating them to be beholden by other people that don't acknowledge any kind of rules or regulations.
Yeah, I got that. And what I would also like to apply or add to the conversation is, if you look at it from the perspective of, other countries could have women who act feminine, yeah, but net that is their game. If the situation is that bad and they can't do for self, then they will take that approach, right? It's about using or utilizing your femininity to get the man to get the apple out the tree for you versus getting it yourself. But if a country becomes developed, then the women will do it themselves out of self-interest, right? They would secure their security and sustainability. And then if they decide to still use femininity as a tactic to secure resources, then they would also do that too. So net, women, I think all that is conditional, right? It's a basis of condition and environment, because you can go to places like Japan and South Korea where women are not even messing with men, but that's because they could provide for themselves. And that's just human self-interest.
We got
Right?
we got a little bit more nuance about that. Japan is not. I wouldn't say that.
I said South Korea. Then I said China also. I can give you different examples of all over Asia. I lived in Asia for a long time versus traveling by it for a week or a couple of months or being on a military base.
Prime example.
So they're all different.
But with China, here's the thing: there's still women. They still are deemed leftover women, right? So the whole thing of women.
That's because the imperative that men can institute that narrative, and it's also perpetrated by the previous generation, which is also fading, but still around. It's just like if you wait, let me finish this, and then I'll hand the rock. Just like if you go to the Middle East, the men of Middle East today are not the men of the past. So polygamy is something that's on the books. But net, most younger Muslim men don't articulate wanting polygamy because they say one woman is enough for me. You know, I got one woman, I got 6 women and my one girl. But older men don't believe that narrative. So again, the men impose that on the culture and keep up with that, and they don't allow a counter narrative, as in, you know, you're fine even at age 30, 40, 50, like in the West, to persist. Go ahead. You got it.
We always say sometimes when things change, they still stay the same, right? So
no, some people say that, but I don't go by slogans. But continue.
I mean, it's technically kind of true because I mean, you have, like I was saying about the leftover woman, that's still an issue, right? A Chinese woman past the age of 27 is considered, as they call it, Christmas cake. So it's not. We can't say, oh, these women are taking back their autonomy of themselves and they're creating their own narrative of what they consider to be a woman, when they still have to adhere to that trope of being a woman without a husband or without a family. Things like that is not gonna go away just because of the reinforcement of that culture and how, unfortunately, I wouldn't say Asian people are xenophobic, but they're highly exclusive.
Hegemonist is the word, yeah.
Exactly, hegemonist. In the sense, prime example, the Japanese yen is not doing too well. They can instantly, if they wanted to, just flood the country with a bunch of immigrants and have a different flow of different economy or what have you. But they're very apprehensive to do that because they feel as though their cultural their mores are superior to them having this more to having to believing like the dollar is everything, right? Or I should say in that term, the yen. When I say that the culture is sovereign over everything, that's what I'm talking about. Like
yeah, but that's let me just make this point because I really want to do it before I leave, if that's okay. So yeah, in the West, man, y'all guys be out here daydreaming all the time. Listen, my guy. All right, not just you specifically, but everybody. Look, in places like Japan, babies out of wedlock below 5%, divorce rate below 10%, shaming tactics to the highest, obesity, all that stuff that you say you want in the West, Japan's got it. Okay, so culture shaming to the highest extent, etc., etc. Okay, even with that being said, the woman still has a choice to do what? Just not get married, not be involved. If she's not married, period, and she just holds the ground on that, then the majority of that stuff is irrelevant. Divorce is irrelevant. She won't be shamed into staying in a relationship she don't want to stay in. So most of the men get no box at all. They're out here looking at animes online, right? Because women still have a choice, a good amount, let's say 35%. A good amount of women, 50%, are choosing to not mess with men, period. And then the other half, mixed with a couple of different perspectives, right, remain single. They even instituted a new relationship called a marriage of friends, right? They're marrying each other in small group, but nevertheless, it's a new thing where you marry your friend and still you kind of have a different relationship, but it's not mostly sexual. It's mostly just for friendship and for connection. So again, you think you could just shame and explain and then say that's going to work. I'm going to give you massive amounts of examples in the world where people attempt to do that, and you forget that people will just say, I won't get married and I won't have children, period, if that's what the culture will do. And that's where Japanese culture is at to this day, while the government is attempting to spend as much money they do to try to turn the tide and get people to have kids and be in relationships.
You're not being nuanced with it, because also another thing too, we know about
What's the nuance?
You know about the salaryman culture, whereas people don't start to make any kind of substantial money until they hit their 40s or 50s, and it's a struggle for the average younger man that's Japanese to be able to take care of a family. He's not going to make that. They're very there's a lot of ageism. It's particularly more favored to older men in Japan more than it is for younger. So it's not about, oh, we're feminists and we hate the men. No, that's probably maybe out of 100%, that might be like 15, 20 at best. It's not really that. It's more or less their wages are stagnant. They 5 years ago, pre-pandemic, they were the world's third largest economy in the world. Now Germany just surpassed them. So it's not about people thinking,
I still think they third, but okay, it don't matter. It don't matter. It's by okay, that's cool. Go ahead. It really doesn't.
Long story short, not to get the too semantics. Long story short, it's not about same thing.
No, that's in there too. I give you that. That's in there too, guys. But the money's in there, just like it is in America. Just like money has always been a thing for people, and they've always conversated. What country you gone to where people say, "Man, we getting paid and our wage increasing, money's on point." Most countries, people are not saying that because, of course, most normies don't know anything. But it's okay. But net, even if you still add that, women are saying it. What you trying to combat? What the women are saying? The women are saying. This is what I'm saying.
But the 4B movement
go ahead.
As big as what Westerners are making it to be. Even if they even have Koreans coming on TikTok and saying it's not their the Westerners are coming up there and bloviating it as though it's some kind of huge fourth wave, fifth wave feminism when it actually isn't. And to be honest,
it's Western propaganda, and it's the white man trying to conquer China. What's the
I'll
truth?
give you even better. It's not only that, it's you have to understand, and this is why I say to Black men, I don't see the point in trying to create a community with these kind of these type of women. Because I'll give you a prime example. For the last 15 to 20 years, Black men have came online and try to explain what went wrong about the crack epidemic, or they try to bring up the second wave, third wave feminism. They try to bring up, Alice Walker, the color purple. And you have some Black women that were resistant to it. Then there were other Black women like, okay, I see where you're coming from. Then literally immediately, or a couple months ago, just the idea of the 4B movement came out, and what happened? Like a wave, just like second wave and just like third wave feminism, Black women hopped onto something that they had not only had no business being on, they had no idea, the cultural barriers were significantly different, and they just hopped onto it. So my point being is that it's a character issue of Black ADOS women jumping onto waves of things that are anti-male or misandrous just because they don't want to be with Black men in America. And it's
okay, let me move the rock, and then let me just say one more thing. Can I say one more thing, and then it'll be short, I promise. Let's move the rock back to Japan. I don't know about that, and I do know about it, but let me go back. Redirect, go back. So we're going back to the Japanese thing, and it's again, damn the West. Then you're going to have to look at the government. The government is instituting training camps to train people, specifically men and women, to be able to even connect to each other, to actually see what it is to date, to actually have a conversation. They have to do that. They're providing money and incentives. So regardless of what the West said, you see the actions from the government and the actions from within the country, right? That say, okay, this is not a propaganda, Fox News running a narrative about what it is or we're projecting into that culture. It's the culture itself saying, hey, we have a problem. The problem is people don't want to get married. Yes, it's about economics, and it's also about choice and liberty and freedom that women are deciding to choose. And then also men are choosing to do what they want to do. So it's still a real thing that in the country they're combating. But I don't want to take all the time up for goddamn Japanese politics or with the relationship.
About that then.
So I'll be done with it. But that was my last statement. Then you can go ahead and get the closing. Go ahead.
Oh no, I just want. Oh, well, I wanted to say this to ask you this question. Would you say that the average Japanese person is introverted or extroverted? Just asking you the question.
No, that was my last statement. So you can go ahead and just make your point.
Well, long story short, their behavior is more, or the culture is more to be introverted, right? They even have ramen shops where you literally just order without having to speak to people, and you can be in a separate space where you don't have any contact with people at all. Right, you can't just go up to a random, you can go up to a random Japanese person and be like, hey, what's going on, and saying hello, what have you, but it's not the same as somewhere like, for example, like a Brazil, where you could just go up to a random person and just start talking, right? Because one, they're gonna be a little bit, their demeanor is more of the shy nature, and they're more introverted. Even the government came out trying to create an app where it's almost like a government made Tinder, not Tinder, but something a little bit less more relationship inclined. I just put it to you that way. So when people say, oh, the women don't want the men, it's like, no, we got to be more nuanced to it. If the culture is to be more reserved and the men are more introverted, the women are shy and then the men are even shyer sometimes. You can't really say that it's about feminism and the women don't want the men. It's totally different from here in America, where literally you can't. In America, they have propaganda, which is television shows which are anti-men. You can't really do that in a lot of Asiatic countries. So,
all right, got you, bro. I'm just saying, y'all gonna have to learn the hard way. Y'all men don't want to listen. Women ain't checking for you like that, player. Especially mostly men. And that's been something throughout history. That ain't nothing new. And like I said, if you could say Japanese culture was introverted, man, they had babies and families before, right? So net, at the end of the day, I think y'all just don't want to listen. Y'all want to swear y'all going to shame people into marrying you. No fault divorce, taking that away, and women are going to stay with you. Listen, guys, all right? Unless you decide to take away their freedom papers, you're going to be stuck in a position where some other human has a choice whether they want to be with most of you men. And the answer they're saying is a resounding no. Do they want to manipulate you for your money? Of course. Do they want to manipulate you for social clout? Of course. It's human self-interest. You've been conditioned to protect them. They have not been conditioned to protect you, femininity or not. So at the end of the day, they're making choices. It's happening across Asia. It's happening across Africa. They're voicing those choices. The statistics are in the dating apps. The statistics are in China. They're having problems with it. But I guess you're right. Shame, blame, explain is going to get you the box. You're going to shame these girls into saying you work at Google and then they should marry you and want to be with you. You right. Okay, bet.
You're talking to
Can I say something, bro? Can I step in just for a second, bro? Let me step in for a second.
Go ahead, Murray.
I just wanted to say, the social dynamics and the dynamics are different, so we can't make those comparisons. They have separate issues. Like the brother was saying, the currency exchange is different. You got to talk about buying power. You got to talk about economics, bro. Because at the end of the day, it's all about money, man. So their dollar's weaker. They don't have the economic and the political power to do what these women in America are doing. These women in America got political power. They got economic power. They got legal power. You know what I'm saying? So it's from the top to legislative power. They got it from the top to the bottom, bro. That's not the same as these other countries, bro. These women ain't got that.
Who gave that to them, though?
But see, this is the whole point.
I know.
It wasn't. We didn't give it to him. We didn't give it to him. We didn't do it. I didn't give it to him because I don't run this country.
Not you personally.
I don't run.
But most men did. Most men did. The most men gave it to him. Facts.
No, when you say the working everyday man, no. Title IX wasn't approved by the 9-to-5 guy that works at the construction company. No.
It was y'all too. Y'all was at home, happy wife, happy life. Y'all was at home. My girl different. It was y'all too.
John D. Rockefeller was the one that promoted women to go back into the workforce.
Now you're gonna blame John D. Rockefeller? Show me a document that John D. Rockefeller did.
He was the one that subsidized the suffrage movement and multiple different ways of feminism. Yes.
You got somebody showed you the transaction of him wiring the money.
I have
the
the transaction is written in documentaries that he promoted the.
I ain't never seen that. Okay, go ahead though. I heard people say that, but I never seen the wire.
I mean, it makes sense because if you're a man that's a titan of an industry, right? It'll be.
Here we go. Go ahead.
It'll behoove you not to cheapen the labor and to double the output. I mean, that's simple economics. If I could convince
you got a conspiracy joints going on, Mr. Fantastic. Can you play one of those sounds?
It's not a conspiracy if it's not a conspiracy because we live in a heavy capitalist society that under the guise of saying they want women to be free, what's the setback in allowing women to go and work? You double the tax.
My guy, people always work. If you look in the rest of the world, everybody works. You probably believe in the myth that women sat at home with the kids. Kids used to work majority of human history.
Here's the thing: pre.
Everybody worked.
No,
everybody worked.
Listen, because you're conflating the argument. Like
I'm not conflating. I'm just telling you, everybody worked. That's my statement. I'm not saying what you're doing. I'm just making my statement.
Post World War II, that the average working man had the buying power. Let me finish. The average working man had the buying power of $300,000, right? So there was no need for it. The man wasn't.
No wonder why women don't want to follow you, bro.
Now you're just trying to be. You're being passive aggressive, and now you're throwing ad hominems. Just let me finish what I'm trying to say. Stop trying to go ahead. My argument.
Go ahead.
That's not gonna steer me off. I'm gonna say.
Okay, go ahead.
So, like I was saying, right? The average man post World War II had the buying power of $300,000. Our grandparents were able to not only either they could have came out of high school or didn't even finish high school, leave at like 10th grade and go work in a plant and be able to provide for a house and wife, for a wife and 2 kids, and be able to have a mortgage and not be flooded with any kind of school debt. You hear about stories about people being able to pay off their student loans over the summer, working a part-time job. We can't conflate the two arguments. I'm saying the whole concept of second and third wave feminism was to double the tax base so that you can create more revenue. I mean, under the guise of saying that you're liberating women. Come on now, people know this. This is not a. It's not a.
Okay, can I? Is it okay? I don't want to throw you off or anything. All right, thanks, man. Bro, I love this. This is what I'm talking about, Mr. Fantastic. Come on, my guys. Come on. First of all, this is what I'm saying. This is the men that or narrative of a mindset of men that you can't stand with. These ninjas out here, it's second, it's third wave feminism. See, they don't want to clap at first wave, okay? Because I don't even know how you're going to sit up here and have equal rights and you ain't in the fight. But I digress. Let me go to this. Guys, stop making goddamn excuses. I'm tired of hearing about post-World War. What about all of American history? We just blank out the rest of American history and say, post-World War, I could just work a job at a factory and keep up and provide for a family of one, and my wife was at home. It's like, okay, cool. I'll even give you that and say you're right. What about the rest of American history? Have you ever dug into that? Post-World War, why are you only saying and mentioning post-World War? We have history before that. Wait, hold on. I'm not done. You can't throw me off. You won't throw me off. I'm going to stay to the point. But net, if you go back, everybody was working, everybody was struggling. So you sitting in 2024, girls out here getting it, and you want to blame John D. Rockefeller, the suffrage movement, and all this other nonsense, when the problem is one, you, and yes, there is a problem with someone else just not wanting to be with you. Accept that. But at the end of the day, the problem is not your grandfather used to work at a factory. Times change, my guy. Factories went overseas, my guy. There's ways and opportunities for you to make money here today. There's loans, there's grants. What you fail to mention is that when they were working, most kids were still working. When they were working post-World War, half of the world was illiterate. So we keep promoting the past like it was dope and we had these perfect relationships. And that's far from the truth, guys. Like, there's so much American history, and somebody slinging you post-World War, John D. Rockefeller corrupted the nation and is setting up all us working class. You sound like PLM, Poor Lives Matter. Y'all always got this narrative. Y'all sound like Black Lives Matter, blaming somebody else, and then we go to the class issue where you're blaming John D. Rockefeller, J.P. Morgan, the Illuminati, and etc. Guys, get a grip.
Hey, bro. Let me say something real quick. First, you said BLM.
Go ahead.
That was not started by us. That was started by women. So why you blame us for their organizations? That's
no. I was giving you an
example.
example.
Let me finish. Let me interrupt you. That's what they started. We didn't start that. Number two, most people complain about being single are women, not men. They the one complaining about Tinder. They the one on media talking about ain't no black men out there. I've been hearing that for the last 30 years. Ain't no good black men out there. How many times I've been hearing that? Hey, look, that ain't us complaining. That's them complaining. They're complaining that they're not married. That's what they're doing. I'm not doing that. A lot of brothers are not doing that. A lot of women are doing that because of their ideology. So this stuff that you're putting on us, this is not us, bro. I'm not crying about them wanting to do their own thing. They can be gay. They can fuck whoever they want to fuck, bro. I got a passport. I'm great. Okay. So have a nice day with your ideology.
Cool. Hey, let me hop in real quick. So, hold on, Ezra. Hold on. Let me say this. Now, Oscars. Great points, brother. But that John D. Rockefeller shit and J.P. Morgan and all that, brother, like you said, there's documentation to support that. As far as them changing the financial pretty much standing of the country. Hold on, Andrew, I got it. So pretty much them changing it and starting federal income tax. That, brother, it's actual factual stuff to fucking show that they were the reason. The book in particular is what Jekyll, the Monster on Jekyll Island, some shit like that. So that really did happen. So now we start getting to the things of where people. Go ahead, Oscar.
No, go ahead. No, I want to hear that last part where you're saying get into the things.
So those individuals proof that they had impacts on that, especially for you talking about the Federal Reserve, right? Pretty much like the Federal Reserve becoming the fucking
not being backed by the gold standard as well.
Yeah, all that shit.
Oh,
so yeah,
here we go.
There's documentation. Hey, brother, documentation.
No, I'm not saying. Listen. The gold standard and everything. Like, I'm not going to go down that because that's going to be a whole different thing. But guys, and let me explain this if it wasn't made clear. I didn't say you guys created Black Lives Matter. What I'm saying is you sound like them complaining about external things being your sole issue of why your life is the way it is. So I didn't say y'all created it. What I'm just saying is, if you go to Black Lives Matter or pro-blackness, some people be like, oh, it's the white man, it's these people that are stopping me. You come and you get out of that or you stay in it, whatever. And then you pick up a narrative from society that also says, it's John D. Rockefeller, it's J.P. Morgan, it's the Illuminati that's stopping us. They're plotting against us, et cetera, et cetera. So I was just saying that. I wasn't saying that y'all created it.
Well, we're giving context of how things occur. We have to understand.
Okay. Listen. But John D. Rockefeller don't exist in other countries. Now, net, they're having the same thing. It's called development. As nations develop, guys, and people in that nation get more opportunities, they're going to decide to change relationships. Relationships have changed from an agrarian society. They have changed underneath the industrial society or economy. And then also they're going to change in an age of information and computer and AI. It will change again. But relationships between humans will evolve and change.
According to
they will evolve and change. According to me, what? Go ahead.
I don't want to cut you off, but I was saying you.
No. Go ahead.
You say that, but then according to you, you try to make it seem as though, they don't want to be with you. Like you're kind of making this a thing of like a tit for tat thing instead of.
Wait.
What I was trying to speak in the matter.
It's true though, right? More men usually want more women than women want those men. That's a true thing, right? Or is that false? All women want all men? No, all women want a small portion of men, and most men, even the top, want all types of women. Is that not true? Supply and demand?
Yes,
they don't have it in their favor.
You made the assumption that the reason why the relationship is not working is that we're trying to conform these women to be a certain way when I was trying to just give context as to how we got here. And you were
okay.
trying.
You can say it's John D. Rockefeller and all this other stuff. I'm not going to take that position. That's cool. We just agree to disagree. No problem. My position is that, hey, look, the nation has developed. In other countries with all types of culture, they're running into the same problem, right? And so net at the end of the day, it's a choice of, and if you look back at those different types of, let's say, economics in those societies at those times, relationships change based off of that. And this is the new paradigm.
In the West.
That's it.
Hold on.
In the West and in the world.
Get to
The
these,
West is nothing special. Everybody's dealing with it. Go ahead.
Let me get to the support real quick. Shout out to my man Sir Tice in the building, brother. Greatly appreciate you for the 10 on the Cash App. Hey, one day, one in the building. Shout out to Gift Galore for the 2. Let Aboriginal Power debate. You miss fantastic. Actually, where he's up here, man. He was up here. Appreciate you, brother, for the Cash App and for the super chat. Shout out to Devin D for the 5. Sometimes that get back to the motherfucker. Hey man, what's buddy name? YTB Fat. That get back a motherfucker, huh? Shout out to Sir Tice again, man. Greatly appreciate you, brother, for the 5. What's good, fans? Salute to the bruh, Oda O. Obstacles Opportunities. I recall him on Bernard's. Shout out to him. Japan and alt lifestyles. Is that promoted there or is it shunned? So that's a question to you, Obstacles. Is I guess he's saying like rainbow activity? Is it supported in Japan?
Is that what he's saying?
Yeah, he's asking.
Japan, no, but it's just conform. Everybody conforms, so that's not the norm. So no, okay. Everybody just conform. Someone in Thailand, that would be different, right? Thailand would be different.
And
whoa.
They do have, and they have had pride parades. I will say.
Okay,
that.
So they do have pride parades.
Yeah, they wouldn't go out and kill you or hit you, stone you. As long as it's organized and it's still complying to the rules overall, then it's okay.
It's more of a subculture than it is trying to be like, oh, we want our kids. We're trying to geld our little boys and for them to wear dresses and stuff like that.
Okay, cool. Shout out to the Bell 5000. Appreciate you, brother, for the 5. For you black men that strictly date black women, how do you know you're not crossing bloodlines when we're only 13 to 14% of the population? Question mark. Shout out to Adonis for the 5. Appreciate you. In the Philippines, the women go to school at high rates and finish at a higher rate and are still respectful to the men, while they make pesos 17 cents or not.
No, they ain't respectful to the local man. Maybe y'all felongs there for sure.
0.01 to the dollar. So damn. A peso is a penny. That can't be right. Can't be a penny though. No way. That can't be right. Maybe he meant 17 cents. 17 cents may be accurate, but not a penny. Or maybe I'm tripping. I'll look it up and see. But we got my man Freeman's in the building. Freeman, appreciate you for coming up, brother. What you got for us?
Free game. Oh, okay, my bad.
Freeman's was here before you, brother. Go ahead, Freeman.
Hey, what's going on? Fantastic. Thanks for having me up.
No problem.
Kind of one of the axioms I've said a bunch of times is as far as this whole, and this is in reference to the whole back and forth on, how women are around the world, at least in the West. I've said that if you treat women like men, they will beg to be treated like women again. Damn. So my question to obstacles and opportunities would be like, what is like the reaction to, like, say you see on social media, if you see a man and a woman fight and then a woman slaps a man and then he comes back and KOs her, and the men in the comments are like, equality, right? Does that type of thing happen in Japan, or are Japanese men willing to use the pimp hand on their women? Or is it, hey, you're not going to marry us, but we're just going to be really nice and fap to anime and leave y'all alone? Well, what is the energy in the men?
Yeah, fap the anime and leave it alone. And then the violence is just not considered cool in Japanese culture, period, across the board.
Yeah, that's not, then they're stuck.
But I like what you said. You made a great point, and I would agree with that point. But, I would also agree most men ain't like that. But you said if you treat women like men, they'll be begged to be women, right?
Oh, yeah,
So
absolutely.
But once again, guys with narratives talking about second and third wave feminism, but allow first wave. I don't even know how that makes sense, because those are the men, once again, that want women to become women, but they're not treating them like men. So they really would go back to being women. They want to like still have this type of, you know, two-way door. So I think at the end of the day, it's like what you just said is exactly what could happen, but men are not ready to give that to women. They're not going to do that, bro.
Not yet. I will say
Not yet. Yeah, there is a breaking point, so we shall see. Right, to be continued. But net, that's why I say I'm the biggest feminist, because I'm just saying, hey, y'all want to be equal? Okay, let's do it. I'm saying let's throw away all this gender stuff. Okay, let's do it. I'm gonna treat you just 100%, no different than Miss Fantastic. Let's get at it, and then we'll see. We'll see. But most guys aren't ready to do that. No, let me save you from yourself. Let me save women. Let me save them. We got to protect them. We got to save them from themselves. No.
And see, in reference to the black community, right? Well, I won't even say black community. I'll just say black people. You know, you kind of split up your men in three segments. You got the breeding stock, the pookies, and then you got the stepdaddy stock, and then you have the black men with agency. Well, the black men with agency are leaving, right? They are outie. As soon as they want a nuclear family, they are completely, you know, athwart of black culture, and it's like a brain drain, right? But it's a resource drain. So I don't know what's going to happen, but I know the women, at least on the lower end of black people, are really throwing a fit over the lack of men. And there is a lack of men, right? There is a huge bubble of black men without income, and that affects the lower end of the spectrum, right? Black women making 30K are like, these men out here are broke. Well, you would think that, right? Because, you know, your mama didn't teach them how to read. So, you know, a useless man is going to have an issue, right? They don't have a uterus or vagina to leverage for money. And then, you know, they're going to come out on the bottom end of that. But anywho, but that was my main thing. I just wanted to ask that question, kind of make that distinction as far as changing the behavior of women. So I guess who's up next? Freeman.
Yes, on free game. Free game. Go ahead, brother. It's on you.
Free game.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Can't complain, brother. Go right ahead.
I was just listening, and the guy that was saying that stuff about BLM, right? You just defeated your whole argument by saying that, just by bringing up BLM, because one of the 13 families funded the BLM movement, which is George Soros. So now BLM can matter, but the suffrage movement that was funded by the Rockefellers, that don't matter. So which one is it?
I think, hold up, just real quick. I think y'all misheard him or misunderstood. He wasn't using that as a point, but he was just he literally used it as a reference. So he said PLM, and then it was like a play on word for like BLM or whatever. So he wasn't saying it doesn't matter. He's saying it existed, but again, the fact of the matter that it's here. You know what I'm saying? There are ways for you to dominate in spite of. As much as BLM did, BLM didn't harm anything over more so as it finessed. You feel what I'm saying? So they didn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't a drawback for black men or even black people for the most part, other than, you know what I'm saying, because the most of the money they got didn't come from black people. It came from outside organizations. So I think you guys are missing the B. You got stuck on the BLM part, but he specifically said BLM as like a play reference to PLM, Poor Lives Matter, and that's them he made up. But go ahead, Oscar. My bad. You here, bro? My bad.
No.
Okay.
You said it perfect. It was just that, brother. I wasn't saying about the origination or anything. Mr. Fantastic said it. I don't need to say anything else.
Okay, my bad.
It's all good.
I want to say this though. We have to make a distinct differentiation of there are men in this space. Unfortunately, I have to agree with you. There are men in this space that want to negotiate, and then there are men that do not want to negotiate. There are men that are utilitarian. There is one set of black men in the manosphere that are idealists, and then there are those like me that are pragmatists and utilitarian when it comes to what to do with the community. If I had my way, I would go straight Raja or go on this place. All right, that's just me. So what you got to make the distinction when you come to like panels like this, we're not in terms of trying to barter an agreement with the woman. We're indifferent to at best, right? And I just had to lay that out there. So this whole thing of trying to get Keisha to conform, I've never been one to be like that ever.
So you want to institute something that's more different. I'm not going to put the word extreme on it. So let's just say different.
I believe to let Darwinism take its course in the Black community. And
I also remember, if that happens, it applies to the men too. So guys, you better be ready for a dark place, because I'm telling you, the way society set up, if women are suffering, you men are definitely going to suffer first. You always take the blunt form.
Not if
No. I'm saying that's how the culture works. I'm not saying I'm advocating. I'm a man. Damn that.
No.
It's kind of like when guys say, man, if a war break out, y'all become feminism or feminist real quick, or excuse me, feminine real quick. And it's like, you idiot. You realize if a war comes, you're going to get hurt, right?
Well,
like, you shouldn't want that.
My only pushback to
you're
that
going to be the
point.
Go ahead, Freeman.
Sorry, is that it's a gynocracy. So women are going to get on the chin first, right? There's tons of Black female mayors, Black female politicians, especially Black female politicians where the Latinos in their districts are either the majority or about to be. So they are about to take it right in the face. Yeah. Look up Jasmine Crockett's congressional district. Look up Maxine Waters' congressional district. They on their way out.
You mean like they'll just be fired or something, yeah?
Well, their political base within the Democrat Party is going to be... I mean, it's just demographics.
Well, Mr. Fantastic, he still be voting Democrat, so he's gonna vote for Biden regardless. Because if you don't, you ain't Black, Mr. Fantastic. I tell you that, the rest of y'all brothers.
I guess I'm the Asianest nigga alive. Then fuck all that. Let me read this super chat real quick, man. Shout out to my man Ed Unchained, man. Greatly appreciate you there, young brother. Ain't nothing but some money. The 20 ball. This is to bring you back on Venus channel from earlier, and check your Instagram. I'll be sending you content for your social media show. Hey man, hey bro, appreciate all y'all that send me shit on Instagram, bro. Y'all have no idea, bro. When I tell you my phone is all y'all niggas help, and I gotta get to the point, man, where I'm gonna start doing my so y'all start bugging me, bro. Fantastic. Did you check your Did you check your IG messages? It just be so many of them, man. Because like I said, I'm no big fucking celebrity. I'm not saying that at all. But like, bro, y'all be sending me bad shit and tagging me and shit. And a lot of the time, bro, it be so funny or it be so wild, I just get lost in it, man. So hey, I appreciate y'all that send me stuff, man, to try and help out in topics and shit or whatever. But just yeah, man, I'm gonna do better, bro. I'm gonna do better. I promise. Shout out to Ed.
Let me ask y'all this: what y'all think is going to happen if Biden get back in office, like to the economy and stuff like that? What y'all think will happen in the next 4 years?
It's going to prosper.
Well, let me just say, ammoseek.com. You just dropped that in for you.
Can you repeat that again? Ammo what again?
ammoseek.com.
Gotcha.
The nation going to prosper under Biden. It's going to prosper under the legitimate president of future. A real talk, true story.
If Biden is reelected, the bureaucracy will try to lock in their power, right? Period. That is what, take all the mystery out of it. That is what's going to happen, right? I don't know the exact details, but bureaucracies will try to lock in their power over the populace. They've been signaling that for decades, right? Back to Lois Lerner, back to remember that when Joe the plumber asked Obama a bad question, right? And someone came out the woodwork to leak his information, right? In the state of Ohio, the bureaucracy wants to take your freedom and lock in their power. That's what'll happen.
Well, I ain't worried about none of it because the way I look at it is like this. Black men has always worked their way up, had to get their stuff out the mud. So I ain't worried about it. This country ain't never been for us. So the way I look at it, we've been working hard. So it ain't like we've been getting gifts the time we've been here like they have. They've been getting gifts the whole time they've been here. So the way I look at it is I'm not worried about it. I know what you're saying, bro, as a feminist. But my thing is, hey, I kind of respect you. I kind of like your ideas. But all I'm saying is, as a black man, Ain't nobody giving us nothing. So you telling us they ain't giving us nothing, ain't gonna scare me.
Yeah, I hear that. For me, definitely, when it come down to USA, I'm Team USA all day. I ain't got no citizenship elsewhere. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna put it on. But that's me. That's me. That's me personalize it, right? Like, ain't no man could just beat me. It don't matter. I don't care. Your heritage of George Washington ain't gonna allow you to beat me in 2024. That's just it. You're not underwriting deals the way I'm underwriting deals. You're not analyzing companies the way I'm analyzing companies. You're not managing the money the way I'm managing the money. That's why Asians are doing good in America. Asian Americans are outpacing the whites. Asian Americans are putting on. So y'all guys always come with some goddamn narrative about somebody stopping you when the minority, with quotations, like Asians, are out here beating even whites. Y'all aiming low, talking about, man, we can't I'm gonna keep up with the whites. They not even the top spot no more. And they haven't been for a long time. Asians are outperforming everybody out here, kicking ass and taking names. So learn lessons from other cultures, and then you'll actually be able to do. Me, I don't need America to love me in their heart and be on for me. I'm just gonna put on. They respect merit and actual performance. And then I'm going to be the best performer across the board. That's it. That's all you got to do. Obviously, you guys always complain about Congress being for sale. So obviously, things are for sale. Kanye tried to tell y'all, America's for sale. So I don't know if y'all going to get some passports from Ghana or Nigeria, and they going to put you on and then sell you back into slavery. I don't know. But at the end of the day, the red, white, and blue. And then I just put on for myself. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's Biden or Trump, you guys got to perform. So all I'm saying is, whether it's John D. Rockefeller, J.P. Morgan, and all this other nonsense, listen, guys, it's your life. You can make the chances and the opportunities you want. Don't even clock women what they doing. I still love women. Don't get it twisted. And they love me because I perform now. So I don't need to have a conversation and debate. Into discussion. We just got to keep it moving on. But I'm not clocking for them. I don't care what they want. I want the world and everything in it. Shout outs to Scarface.
Indeed, man. I think that's a no better way to close out on that one, dog. That's what I'm talking about, bro. Listen, being in America, bro, you have an opportunity better than 98% of the rest of the world. All right. You have access to income streams. Shout out to also grants and stuff, bro. Bro, it's grants out here. Free grant equals free money, not loan, but grant. And then we do got to get a whole lot better in researching those things and whatnot, what have you, the opportunities, bro. Shout out to my veterans, man. And again, obstacles part of that too, bro. Just that alone, bro. So I ran into a dude 2 days ago, or was it yesterday? So 2 days ago, I think it was. I was getting my son, get some shoes or whatever. And he was like, hey, man, whatever, black dude. Too, I had a Georgia hat on. So, you from Georgia or you just like Georgia? Hey, man, making Georgia, born and raised, baby. Talk about it, feel me? So, we had a little quick conversation, bro, and he gave me some stuff I had no idea. You know what I'm saying? Free money, opportunity, different things and whatnot, what have you. He checked me down to see, other things were there. And that's what I say, man. Another big thing is this, bro. Listen, industry and help each one teach one, help a brother out in this thing, man. And brothers have done it. Brothers do it. Shout out to, and I gotta get him too. Hey, man, get somebody. I gotta get in contact with Sub-Zero. Shout out to Sub-Zero. Shout out to, what's the other brother name? What's the tech guy name, y'all? Light skinned dude. He loved Japan and Asian shit too. I can't think of his name right now, but him. Shout out to him, right? But yeah, those brothers shout out to Tech G, man. Shout out to G Dizzle, Tech G. Shout out to him. Shout out to my man, Keep It Techie. Shout out to all the brothers, man, giving opportunities and making ways for brothers to make money. Shout out to Azrael. Shout out to Azrael, man. Brothers taking advantage and of the opportunity and doing these things, man. Listen, there are opportunities here, and the fucked up shit happen. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Is do things fucked up or so on and so forth. Yeah. But again, brother, shout out to Adonis. Nigga, 58-1. 58-1. If you don't like America, nigga, why you ain't in the Philippines? Why, like, you know what I mean? If you don't like America, you know what I'm saying, and your dollar, you have a way of streaming income to be able to make American dollars and live abroad. Why aren't you doing it? And that's my whole thing, man. As long as you're actually not just complaining and you're doing some type of work to get to the point of where you can get your dream situation, not even that dream situation, I want to say dream, but your ideal situation that works for you, do it, man. All right. I'm not just on this motherfucking internet talking, nigga. I plan on being a motherfucking pilot in 5 years. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Private, not necessarily commercial. I don't know, but I'm putting the work in to get this shit did. All right. You just make sure you're doing the same, man. Stay healthy. You know what I'm saying? Health is wealth. You can't have all that money, nigga. Your ass motherfucking 375 pounds and you 5'2", and you know what I'm saying? You got to buy 2 airplane seats and then you out of your breath whenever you get to where you at. Yeah, not breath, nigga, breath. So again, man, we talk about a lot of things here, man, but the most important part is the follow through. And shout out to you brothers that are doing it. A lot of y'all are getting to it. Shout out to my man Sir Tice. Sir Tice been in the tech in the IT game for a long time, man. Veteran. That brother got knowledge. It's a lot of brothers around here, man, that's putting in the work, got the results, and just greatly appreciate y'all, bro. So like I said, and the brothers that's getting to it, you know what I mean? Hey, shout out to you too. Don't want to slight nobody. Shout out to my man Little Rock. Shout out to my man. Damn, I always get y'all fucking mixed up. Little Rock, and what's the other one? God damn it. It'll come to me. But shout out to those brothers that looked out to help for me personally with my stuff, retirement and shit. God damn it. I don't feel like a piece of shit. I gotta fucking figure it out. I'm gonna shout them out. Fucking what's his name? I got so many names, man. But shout out to y'all brothers, man, for the help that you give, man. Chief Rocker, there we go. Chief Rocker. God damn it. Why they couldn't come to my head? Chief Rocker. Shout out to those brothers that directly reached out to me, you know what I'm saying, and gave me suggestions and things and looked out. And that's what this is about, bro. This ain't just about niggas complaining about women and whatever. I have the results. I know men with results. I know brothers that reached out to me. Hey, do you know this? Do you know that? Do you need this? Do you need that? Check this out. Check that out. That's what this is about. Shout out to obstacles too. Same shit. Listen, that's what this is about. You know what I mean? We're supposed to be trying to build this up. You know, it's power, my brother. All right, power, man. You know what I'm saying? And we're in the cases of doing it. It's just the fact that it's the early stages, and we are literally changing the whole trajectory. Shout out to Freeman's. The whole trajectory of us, black community, but black men specifically, for the better. We not gonna get to the mountaintop, nigga. A lot of us not gonna live to motherfucking see it. But before you leave here, you will be able to see the change. You know what I'm saying? Before we go see motherfucking Uncle Charles, you know what I mean? We will see the shift and the change that we directly had a part in playing in. All right. And that's the goal, man. And outside of that, man, I greatly appreciate everybody that came through tonight. Make sure y'all pull up on me tomorrow. I'm gonna make the flyer as soon as I get off here right now. Or the thumbnail for the debate tomorrow. I think it is I want to say it's at 6. I want to say, but either way, I'll have it in there so you guys know what time it is. And that's that on that one, man. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Holla, we out.